We are Scott and Cheryl Morgan, and we are seeing the world one cruise at a time. Join us on this adventure as we spend 2 full days in Los Angeles. The first day seeing Universal Studios, the second is looking around town and some of the technology, before getting on an 8-day Halloween cruise visiting Puerto Vallarta, then Mazatlán for the city highlights, then a beach day with snorkeling in La Paz, and ride a camel in Cabo San Lucas. Today is day number 5, and we're seeing Old Town Mazatlán. Good morning, and welcome to day number 5 of our adventure. Today we're stopping in Mazatlán, and we have another trip today, not through the cruise line. Today it's through GetYourGuide. We're going to take a tour of Old Town Mazatlán. But as you can see out here, the seas are perfectly flat this morning. I came out to see if I could find a whale or dolphin or anything and haven't spotted anything yet. Just one ship way off in the distance over here that I see. And that is it. I was hoping to spot a whale, seeing the seas are so calm today. But anyway, it is almost 7 o'clock. And it is probably 72 degrees outside, and the waves, like I say, there's none. So the pool is going to be perfectly flat today. And as expected, the pool is almost perfectly flat today. Still not open yet, but there's no waves. And I was hoping to spot some wildlife off the back of the boat, but nothing back there either. So no wildlife yet today. Just one little bird flying around the ship. And there he goes right there. So there he is, finally landed. So the one little bird that I keep seeing flying around the ship everywhere. He's got to be tired. Closer look at our little bird. He is kind of wore out right now. And we have docked in Mazatlán. We're still waiting for clearance to get off the ship, but we are in the port. So this is mainly a big industrial port that they stop at, so you're going to have to take a shuttle bus to get outside the port. But probably what we're going to do today, if I'm guessing, like I say, we're on a tour that's not through the ship, so another external excursion, this time through GetYourGuide. More than likely, we're going to go in this area and see there's a lookout point over here. We'll probably go there, and then walking around through the town, seeing the cliff divers and stuff like that is what I'm guessing. But we'll have to see whenever that we get on the trip. But the city is pretty big area. One of the things that's over here is a brewery. See Corona written on top of the tower over there. So that's where Corona beer is brewed at. See some nice churches off in the distance. So we'll have to see what all that we get into today. But anyway, looks like everything is getting ready at the bottom. We should be ready to get off the ship any minute. And one of the things to watch for, see the soldiers are down there. Right down here we have a couple soldiers that are here just in case something happens. And the tour that we're doing today is Old Town Mazatlán Sightseeing with Golden Zone. And it's about a 4-hour trip, and the trip from the ship cost about $50 a person. This one was $135, and that's for 4 people. So about $35 per person for this trip. So a little bit cheaper.
The water gets changed right in there. And when the tide gets low, you got like a nice pool filled out with the ocean water right there.
That is so fun. Yeah. I've got to go on it.
Yeah, it's called Pergola Ángela Peralta right there, yeah. It's been there for, I think the pool was like in 1850, 1860, something like that. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and there used to be a restaurant right there. Of course, the construction fell over.
So we are going to watch the cliff divers.
Hello, everybody. Hey, good
morning.
And they jump for tips.
Welcome to Mazatlán, amigos. Thank you for your visit. Listen to me 1 second. Nice to meet you, everybody. My name is George. I'm one of the free divers right here in Mazatlán. Me, my family, and my friends. Look, everybody, and right here, there's very good point for you to take a picture and video. My brother, he's one of the special guys for all group. And remember, as we work right here, we have no salary, we have no government support. And after diving, you don't forget that. Go ahead, okay? Whatever comes to your heart. Thank you, sir. You understand, everybody? Okay, already you come and sale, Carlos. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Tips, the $20 is good. $100 even better. Please. Please. Anybody else?
And this is where the cliff divers were jumping into the water at. So you can see, it's not a calm seas over here. A little bit rocky. And he climbed up right on these jagged rocks right here. You can see right below me is where that they were climbing up out of the water at. Little section here. So the cliff divers of Mazatlán. We have to go through the wave of vendors here selling everything you can think of. They're just trying to make a living, but they are definitely pushy. I think this is where all the used car salesmen come from.
November the 2nd. So the Day of the Dead, amigos, celebration that we have for November the 2nd is we honor our family members that are no longer with us, okay? So how do we do that? On our homes, we sometimes make memorials. You put like a table and you decorate with bright colors and everything, and you put the pictures of the relatives that you want to honor too. So that's what we do. That's how we celebrate our family members that are no longer with us.
And if there's a church around, you know that we're going. So this is the Church of the Immaculate Conception. And oddly enough, the driver was telling us a story that they didn't have enough money to finish the church. So a Jewish couple donated money to finish the church off back in the 1800s. So at the windows, above the windows, there is a Jewish star in honor of the couple that donated the money. So, the Immaculate Conception. And looking in, you can see the church is ornately decorated. And I was telling you about the Jewish star. Above every window at the top is a Jewish star. And we talked about all the altars set up. This is one right in the center of town before the church. So excellent little altar set up here, very beautiful. And they were collecting money for the firemen, so maybe these are firemen who have passed over the year. And you can't see the church very well, but in the center there is a big gazebo in the square outside, and that's where I'm standing. So here's a big gazebo that they would have weddings and celebrations in the middle of the gazebo out in the sun. So big park square right out in front of the church, and it's surrounded by vendors selling all kinds of different items. Fruits, jewelry, anything you could think of is being sold around the outskirts. Well, this side apparently isn't attractive to the vendors. Nobody over there. But the church side is packed. So we're going to try some street food right outside the church. From here, you can see the church a whole lot better than from the center of the park. Towering up right in front of the church. Some nice shiny bells on the corners. Love those bells. At our church, I ring the bell, so now I watch it. But she is cooking the corn right on the corner. Yeah, let's see what it looks like. And that is called esquipe. Or what is it?
Esquite.
Esquite. Okay. Sounds almost like mosquito.
And we bought other snacks also. These are peanuts held together with a sugary molasses.
So this is a Mexican McDonald's, but only the desserts. So they have the McFlurries, and as bad as ice cream machines are breaking in the US, hopefully this one doesn't break because they're out of business. So apparently the ice cream machines are better in Mexico. And we're leaving the touristy area of the cathedral, heading by the huge market.
Yeah, because they have all the things for crafts.
All kinds of vendors selling everything you can think of around here.
They have everything.
And people begging and just trying to earn a dollar. So we supported some of them. We gave a lady in a wheelchair a little bit of money for a magnet. So we're looking at this tree right here. It has nice, pretty white flowers on it. But if you notice, there is a lot of thorns on it. Some big thorns. So we were thinking if a cactus in a tree had a baby, it would look pretty much like this tree. So we're going to try a little bit of tequila here. Extra, whatever it says. But we're going to try it. So tequila, you have to have at every port. So here we go. We're going to try a different shot. This one's not sure what it is, but it's white. Coconut. Not a fan of coconut. Yeah, I would pass on that one. I think this hat's for a cat, not a human. Kind of cute though. Mazatlán. So we're at the downtown restaurant getting us a bite to eat. And if you notice the prices on here, everything is in pesos. And to get the actual price, well, you just take the price that I'm showing you and divide it by 17. It's 17 pesos to the dollar. So everything on here is kind of expensive. But if you look right out front, they have something they're special. So here they have the tacos for 99 pesos. So if you divide it by 17, it comes out to about $6 for 3 tacos. So that's what we're doing. We're doing cheap. 3 tacos. So our fish tacos that we got. Everything was expensive. This is $6 cheap. And if it's cheap, it's for me. With our tour came the use of this hotel pool and facilities. So we're going to walk out the back and see what the pool and the facilities look like. It looks like a whole lot of people checking out. Baño. Let's go here and look at the pool. This is the pool area. Pretty nice pool. Walk out and see what the beach is like. Hello. And looks like they have parasailing here if you're a dog. Right across on the other side is an island called Deer Island. It's not any deer there, but there was we went there before on a Carnival trip. They had a little area that you could eat at, but there were big, like a nutria rat looking thing, capybara, that would come out and eat all the leftovers. So that was kind of neat. We got to see the big animals. And it looks like these guys are fishing right out here amongst the swimmers. Not sure that that's a good idea. It's the beach area out here. It's not as nice as South Florida, but not a bad beach. So we are gonna do snacks on a bus. First one here. All right. First snack on a bus. Oh. It's like Chips Ahoy cookies.
Okay.
Thumbs up. What
¿Cuántas personas
do you
son?
think, Chip?
Good. Yes.
Good from the back seat too. And there are second snacks on a bus.
Porque yo tengo que ir por mis islas.
Doritos
Entonces yo no puedo.
Incognito.
Entonces, pues,
I never knew what Incognito chips are supposed to taste like because
Dos carros y pásame tanto.
I reckon Incognito means that they don't say what flavor they are. So we'll try these next. And our second snack on a bus is the Incognito chip. That's spicy, but good. I like spicy, so Incognito chips, thumbs up.
And after about an hour or so stop at the beach area, it's off to our next destination. We're going to take another trip back through the center of town again and go to a more scenic area, all the way out by the coast. So this, we have to fight through all the traffic, as you can see here. But one other thing that we noticed, there's everything that you should have in a modern town. Then we just passed by a Burger King, McDonald's, all kinds of fast food restaurants going through. So just like a regular downtown area. But you do see this little sign with the deer. The deer comes from Mazatlán, means land of the deer. Our next stop is at a nice lookout point.
So this is the lookout point, and way out over in here The few little islands that you see there are a different color than the islands that you see over here. And that's because these islands have been painted in pelican poop. So all the pelicans have done their business there and made them white. Whereas the ones over here, the pelicans don't use as much. But there is a little trail that goes all the way to the top, and you could see the person right there coming down. That is a zip line that person is going on. So a zip line goes from the top of the other island all the way to this island. So a nice little zip line. And we were looking here also. There is a whole lot of butterflies in this area. So a lot of butterflies flying around right here.
And with the ocean in the background, it's time for one more selfie before our tour ends.
Okay, my amigo, well, thank you very much for joining on one of my tours. I really appreciate it. In the tour here in Mazatlán, we visited the main spots: Cathedral, Old Town, Mexican Open Market, cliff divers, where those crazy guys are jumping from the cliff, and then a little bit of the Old Town and the tourist area. So, if you have a chance and you want to enjoy a good tour in Mazatlán, join us, okay? You won't regret it, okay? Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
You can scan the QR code here to go to David directly, or through GetYourGuide. That's where we booked our excursion today through. And it is back on the ship. As you can see, we have a little train that we're riding on. This is to bring all the passengers back to the ship. Instead of hopping on a big bus, it's a little bit harder to get on and off. The little train ride makes it a whole lot easier. And we have something special that we're doing here. Once we're back on the ship, we see that a bunch of passengers have been looking for ducks and have found none. So we're going to do what we call a duck dump. We're going to the people's room and placing ducks all around their room, so they all have a bunch of them.
So we have a request for a duck in a particular room. So we are going to drop it off. And that is the room. 8271. So if you were in room 8271, you've been gifted. And to use the elevators here,
11, car,
you press the button. It tells you what elevator to get to. So this particular one is U. So we hit it twice to get our floor. And whenever you get in the elevator, there are no buttons. In this case, even the floor you're going to is not lit up. But it goes from 8, we're going to 11, and it's non-stop to 11. So a little elevator. You hit the button once for each person going on the elevator. So our next room to be gifted ducks is 11271, Chucky's room. So Chucky, you've been gifted a duck.
And I record all the menus on the first night. This pictures did not match any of them, so I think it was a substitution. The first looked like a pea soup. This is a pulled pork egg roll. And of course, I always have Caesar salad, so I know that's mine. The next one is a fettuccine alfredo. So that was me. And then Cheryl had, I think it was a pork chop of some sort. And for dessert, we both had the banana cream pie, is what this is. Like I say, they substituted on the menu on us one day. And it wouldn't be a fun ship without the after-dinner entertainment. Of course, with copyrighted music that I have to record over each time. And tonight's show in the showroom is Celestial Strings with the playlist performers. Love this show. And as we sail off into the night from Mazatlán,
there's only one thing else to do, and that is to have a good cup of tea. And the tea tonight is mango passion fruit. So mango passion fruit tonight.
And as I was drinking my tea, I happened to look behind me and found a duck. This one from Arthur Palomar from Fontana, California. Thank you, Arthur, for your duck. And as always, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've liked and subscribed, because we're over 1,000 now on subscribers. So now we may get paid something, maybe a very little. I'll show you later how much that I make off these videos.